Is there anything that you can eat for interstitial cystitis? The answer is yes, and I'm going to tell you why. By the way, I'm Callie, and I'm an IC dietitian and lifelong IC warrior. I see so many people struggling with this. They have no idea what they can and can't have. Basically, the doctor just gave them the IC diet list and said, good luck, and that's really it. Most people don't even know that you're not supposed to follow the IC diet long term because it is restrictive and that's not sustainable. You risk developing nutrient deficiencies, significant weight changes, and developing a poor relationship with food. I see so much food fear in the IC community. It is unreal. And I honestly get really fired up about it because medical practitioners are letting their patients down by not explaining and educating. Okay, so here's what you need to do. You need to identify what your unique diet sensitivities are, if any, to determine what you can eat. You can figure all of this out by conducting an elimination diet. The process is essentially stripping your diet back of any potential irritants and then adding them back in one at a time in a testing period. The goals of the elimination diet are to determine, are you diet sensitive or are you not, or are you somewhere in the middle of that spectrum? 2, if you are diet sensitive, what specifically are you sensitive to? 3, we want to know those items that you are sensitive to, what are your limits on those? Can you have a trigger food in a small amount, or can you have it once in a while? We also want to determine what your unique response is to each individual trigger. So for example, you can be sensitive to chocolate, you can have, full-blown UTI symptoms in an hour. However, maybe if you drink wine, you end up just having a little bit of frequency maybe the next day. So the reaction can be different from item to item and especially from person to person. We can also, through identifying your triggers, improve your confidence with eating, break through that food fear and that stress and anxiety surrounding eating, and that will in turn improve your overall quality of life. This is exactly what I help my clients do inside of my Road to Remission program. I guide them through the entire elimination diet process and personalize it to each person. So some people need something more than a typical IC-friendly diet. They might need a low histamine diet. They may need to investigate if oxalates are the issue. This isn't always the case, but occasionally it does come up. As a registered dietitian, I am trained to do this. And as an IC warrior, I have gone through it myself, and I'm now 95% pain-free. So if you want to work with somebody who is an expert in this, I'm one of only 2 dietitians in the world that specializes in IC, and someone who also gets it because they personally went through it, then apply to Road to Remission now. You can do that by DMing me the word remission.